This time on Woody's Garage. This Toro is a Boro.
Alright, I've kind of decided on the fate of the Toro. And that is, I want this engine for my mini bike. And I'm going to put a 7 horsepower that I have not gotten running very well on it and see if I can get that working as a replacement. Now here's one thing that's kind of funny. Last time I was using it, I was putting it thinking that's first. Okay, first, second, you know, it's like a car. No, sorry, first is over here. And I found out that that runs a lot slower, so it makes it a little safer to know that that's first. Doesn't help that the numbers aren't there. Okay, let's take this engine off. What we got is 4 bolts and nuts and some wires. The primer I see fell off. Then we have a throttle right here, and yeah, it is. Oh yeah, and then the belts and stuff. But I'll show you as I go along. Take that cover off. And what we got is this throttle assembly, which is real simple. Just undo that one screw here. And the wires, we just got to loosen that Phillips right there and undo them. The red ones can stay with the engine, the white ones come off. And that's a tough one to get at with a screwdriver. It's like they kind of flanged up the edges here, so you can't really get a wrench in there. Not even a socket. I could bend it up and get that cable out of there. Probably what I'm going to end up doing. We'll move on to other things in the meantime. Put a little penetrating fluid on that. Maybe get that screw loose. Got the wires off here. I want to take a good look at these belts so you can see like the approximate distance about my finger. For these pulleys, it look like they're never going to come off this engine, huh? Okay, and you'll see this engine is kind of mounted on a mounting plate. There's nuts and bolts for the engine, and then there's these. And I'm trying to figure out which one would be easier. I bet these spin, and I bet these spin. And if these spin, it means I got to go in underneath the machine into that cover that wouldn't also come off. So it's never as easy as you think. Yeah, that's the tool. Okay, the impact like turned it one turn, which is enough to get the cable out anyway. So that's good. Now we'll see if these come off. Oh, of course. As I said. Nope. 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 I got one out. Took the hammer to get it started. Now this is a lifter. Now this thing, you notice this plate, it's solid. The one I'm putting on, it looks almost like this, stuck to the bottom of the engine. You'll see, just keep that in mind. Okay, we got all those off. We loosen this guide right here. Attach right here, just loosened it up so you can move it. A little slack on the belt, and now the whole engine will lean forward so I can get the belts off. Now we're also going to take off this bracket here, which is kind of universal. It'll go on the next engine, no problem. Just got to take out these 2 half-inch bolts so I can get the second belt off. The first belt came off easy. Yep, just took out the top bolt. You can leave that, the bottom one in, and then it pivots like this. Tip the engine forward, the belt came off. Sorry I didn't video it. And there it is. Boy, is that base dirty. That's what I want to do, clean all that gunk off, huh? And then you'll have to get a wrench underneath that to get those mounting bolts off, because we're going to need this for the next engine. I don't know if there's any difference in this plate, the way that it goes on. It's like about the same, thank goodness. You can't screw that up. That's what we got for a mess down there. Seven horsepower, it says it right there, factory emblem. There it is. Talk about an ugly engine. So here's what I was talking about. This doesn't have the thick base on it, this has this thin type thing. Not sure if that denotes age or just horsepower or whatever. But this is the one we're going to try to get to work. Since it doesn't have that thick base on it, I was thinking the bolt stud bolted down might be too long now because it doesn't have the thick base to go through, so I might have to come up from the bottom and go through. I think we have clearance to do that, so because otherwise, and look, that's not going to work. Yeah, the base is on. Look at how far the screws stick up. But we have them, so we used them. Let's put it on the snowblower and see if things look right. Yeah, I mean, pull start, that comes pretty close to the handle. Maybe it did before, I don't know. Obviously the mounts will hitch up. Taking a look at the shaft, it's smaller. I'm going to need an adapter for the pulleys. But it also looks a little bit shorter than the other one. I don't know, we'll check that out. Oh yeah, that's the note. It says, got it running. Runs like crap. Shaft end's right there. Uh-oh. The shaft is shorter. Not sure if it'll work. But then again, as long as our Allens are that far in, yeah, I can probably use it. I gotta bolt it down. Don't know if I really feel like trying to start it today. That carburetor was out of my junk pile. It just looked clean, so I just threw it on. I'm sure it's a doozy. Yeah, there's no gas tank mounted. No throttle, that kind of thing. I just can't really get at the pull start here. Runs, right? What else you want? Oh, yeah, who knows about this carburetor? I'm leaking gas too. guessing that carb's not getting any gas. Can't just expect to pull it out of the crap pile and expect it to work fine, but things fires, right? Okay, it's gonna take more work. Well, we got done what we wanted to get done. Basically, put the old engine, the 7 horse on the snowblower, and take the 5 horse off and get it inside. And the only other thing I want to do today is get the gas out of it. Well, this morning, what I thought would be kind of uneventful was taking off this pulley. And of course, it never is. The first Allen over here came out just fine. The second one, I've been fighting like hell with it, with fire and oil and pounding, and you can see I snapped off an Allen wrench. Yeah, I hit it with the hammer, kept tapping it, and it just broke in half, and the other part went over there somewhere. Never to be seen again, I don't think. Yeah, we got to see now if we can get that out. Yeah, you think look at how twisted that is. Came right out though, but certainly does not solve my problem. This thing is hot, hot, hot. I think maybe we'll let it sit. You know, you get some oil in it like that. And this one, I took the Allen all the way out so that I could get some PB blaster in there. Look how it boils up, kind of. And so it'll go in and maybe go around the shaft and nurse that that Allen fucker out. Pretty weird. Yeah, the carb's a piece of crap, but at the same time, that red stuff I was squirting in is Marvel Mystery Oil, and why it revs up on that, it's very strange. This engine was once seized It wasn't seized wicked bad, but it was seized. Obviously I got it unseized. I'm wondering if when it gets that Marvel Mystery Oil, if it actually frees it up, you know? Because I just ran this thing for maybe 10 minutes and I got the idle up kind of high and it just stay running, and then all of a sudden it'll slow down and it'll quit, but it'll start right back up again. I don't know, probably be worth looking at the cylinder. I might have given it a hone at the time. I'm not sure, I probably did. Yeah, just like in a snowstorm, you want to be dealing with this. No, but yeah, let's get it running better. I actually have another 7-horse that runs beautiful. Do I want to use that? No, not on this thing. Okay, not quite sure what I'm going to do from here. I took out that jet right there, right in the middle there. Was out a whole turn. I think usually those are 3/4, or are they fixed? This one has a point. So I'm going to shoot some mystery oil in there for the heck of it, and start it back up and see what happens if I screw around with that screw. Okay, put some Marvel Mystery down that hole, probably way too much. And this time we'll use some 2-stroke oil. See if maybe it frees things up in there. If that's indeed what's happening, it ain't gonna hurt anything. Yeah. Starving for fuel? Yes, I do think so. Seems to be like a weird time, so. Obviously I've had that side cover off there. I don't remember what I did in there. Probably was in the unseizing process. Yeah, I thought about the primer line being open. There's no hose on it or anything. I'm sure it affects something, but is the carburetor doing its job? I don't know. I know, this is pretty boring, huh? And the oil is nice and clean. Right up there. I got this newish carb, but it's small. It's for a smaller size engine. I can tell by the size of the throat here. So that's going to starve it for gas too. It's also hell to get those nuts on and off. I have a wrench I trimmed down to fit in there. Still doesn't fit worth a damn. Even with the muffler off, it's just a bitch to get in here. I thought of a good way to do this, but I can't remember what I did. It's not taking the manifold off. Because you can't. You can get at this screw, but you can't get at the other one. See? It's just fucking stupid. Half the reason this is so tricky is because of these guys. These are just sort of to hold one of the covers on, which is not necessary on this machine, but it's a carburetor that I had, you know. You can also see how much bigger that throat is than this one. Oh no, it's not even really worth trying. This one looks better. That's a bigger throat than the other one. Let's throw this one on there. Still has these things that get in the way. Alright, I got the other carburetor on. Muffler back on. I know I'm going to be standing in the way. Maybe not. But it still feels fine. It doesn't feel overly hard to pull over or anything. Yeah. Maybe the timing's way the hell off. And I certainly cleaned the points and stuff in there. I do not believe I took the mag out or anything like that. The coil, that is. I don't know. That's what I had in there for a plug, J6C. I think I use these in my outboard motor. Found this one. Yeah, the gap looks right. Who knows? I'm just going to throw it in there and see what it does. Yeah, the other plug didn't even start. Put the whole plug back in. The spark is not incredible. It's, you know, smallish. I don't have the tripod I'd show you, but I think maybe it's old points and condenser. It's like the condenser is good for a while and then it just quits. So I put my spark tester in line with it, and this gave me a kickback, or the pull start just pulled back and kind of hurt. I tried it again, did it again. It's like this thing is like robbing spark from this, or perhaps delaying it, or shit, I don't know. It kind of hurt my arm. I think I'm gonna stop by the day. It's kind of cold out anyway.